Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the confusing language of corporate filings to find what really matters. And today we are looking at Vivos Therapeutics Inc. And let me tell you, this filing has a few interesting appointments and a bit of a shuffle happening at the top. Before we dive in, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our insights. Also join our Discord community, linked down below for more unfiltered insights and discussions. Now, Vivos Therapeutics Inc. has filed a Form 8K, which is a report of a major event that shareholders should know about. Think of it as the company's way of quickly updating everyone on something significant that just happened. The main story here is the appointment of a new director, Greg Johnson, to the board. This happened on the 4th of February 2026. The board decided to bring him on board based on a recommendation from their Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee. He's also going to be serving on the company's Compensation Committee. So what does this mean for Mr. Johnson and the company? Well, he is going to be compensated as a non-employee director, receiving an annual cash fee of $48,000. On top of that, he gets an extra $5,000 for each board committee he serves on. This is apparently consistent with how they pay all their non-employee directors. He is also eligible for stock option compensation under the company's 2024 Equity Incentive Plan. This means his pay is tied to the company's performance, especially its stock price, which is a common way to align director interests with shareholders. Now, Mr. Johnson is not exactly new to Vivos. He previously served as secretary from 2016 to 2020 and was a director from 2016 to 2018, so he has some history with the company. His background is quite extensive. He got his law degree in 1988 and was admitted as a lawyer in Alberta in 1989. He has significant experience in corporate compliance and managing high-growth companies. Looking at his recent roles since May 2022, he has been a director of Omnia Resource Development Corporation, a private company focused on mineral properties, from October 2021 to February 2024. He was a director and chief executive officer of Serenus Global Inc., a growing company dealing with controlled substances. Before that, from January 2018 to November 2021, he was the chief executive officer of Upeva Inc., a company that offered business advice related to capital markets, finance, mergers. And NASDAQ listings, he was actually a key advisor to Vertra Inc. and played a big role in their successful NASDAQ listing. From March 2010 to December 2016, he was president and CEO of Summit Capital Corp. and Summit Capital USA Inc. And going back even further, from March 2006 to May 2010. He was Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Sky International Inc., a company that made tankless water heaters. His career spans all phases of developing public companies and venture capital for growing businesses in both Canada and the United States. The company believes his legal and business experience, especially with emerging companies, makes him a great fit for their board. It is also worth noting that Mr. Johnson has no familial ties to current execs or directors. He is also not involved in any deals that would need special disclosure, and there are no hidden agreements about why he was chosen to be a director. The report is signed by Bradford Aman, the Chief Financial Officer, on the 6th of February 2026. Now, let's talk about what this all means. The appointment of a new director, especially one with a legal and extensive corporate background like Mr. Johnson, can signal a few things. It could mean the company is looking to strengthen its governance, perhaps preparing for future growth or facing new regulatory challenges. His history with Vivos and his experience with NASDAQ listings are particularly interesting. It suggests he understands the company's journey and the demands of being a publicly traded entity. His involvement in the Compensation Committee also means he will have a say in how executives are paid, which is a critical function for aligning leadership incentives with shareholder interests. What is interesting is that this filing does not actually contain detailed financial tables. There are no specific numbers like revenue or profit figures reported here. This isn't a financial health checkup, it is more about the company's leadership and structure. This means we cannot do a deep dive into their financial performance from this particular document. However, Mr. Johnson's diverse experience suggests he might bring valuable insights into business development, compliance, and potentially strategic financial planning. His past success in helping a company list on NASDAQ implies an understanding of capital markets and investor relations, which could be beneficial for Vivos as they navigate their path forward. Looking at the broader picture, Vivos Therapeutics is in the biotechnology sector, which is known for its long development cycles and high reward potential. The appointment of a director with such a varied background could indicate a strategic move to bolster the board's expertise in areas beyond pure scientific research, such as mergers and acquisitions, regulatory navigation. or investor relations all crucial for a biotech company aiming for significant growth or market penetration. The fact that he is eligible for stock options ties his potential financial success directly to the company's stock performance, which is a positive sign for shareholders looking for leadership alignment. In conclusion, this 8K filing primarily concerns a leadership change at Vivos Therapeutics Inc. The addition of Greg C. Johnson to the board of directors brings a wealth of experience in corporate governance, legal matters, and strategic development, particularly in the public company space. While this report does not provide current financial data, Mr. Johnson's background suggests he could be instrumental in guiding the company's strategic and financial direction. The risks for a company like Vivos often lie in the long lead times for drug development, regulatory approvals, and market competition. However, having experienced individuals like Mr. Johnson on the board could help mitigate some of these risks by providing seasoned guidance. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Vivos Therapeutics filing. What is your take on this new director appointment and what it might signal for the company's future? Smacking that like button really helps us out, and subscribing ensures you won't miss future decoding sessions. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.